In this video, we are working through synthetic division of polynomials. And if you look at the first example, we have the polynomial x cubed plus 3x squared minus 5x minus 4, and we want to divide it by the polynomial x minus 2. So what we want to start by doing first is drawing a box over here on the left. So we're going to draw this little box, and now we have to figure out what number goes in this box. And to figure out what number goes in the box, we want to take whatever we're dividing by, so we're dividing by x minus 2. We want to set it equal to 0 and solve for whatever x value makes it equal to 0. So we're going to add 2 to both sides, and we're going to get that x is equal to 2. So now what we're going to do is put a 2 in this box over here. And then to the right of the box, we want to write down the coefficients and the constants from our first polynomial. So the polynomial that we are dividing. So the coefficient of x cubed is 1 because there's nothing in front of it, so it's really 1x cubed. So we're going to put a 1 there. The coefficient of 3x squared is 3. The coefficient of minus 5x is negative 5. And then our constant is negative 4. And now we're going to put a line down here. And now we're going to start our synthetic division. So the way we start is by bringing this leftmost number all the way down. So we're going to put an arrow and just bring this 1 down. And now any number that's below this line is going to get multiplied by our number in our box. So what we're going to do is multiply the 1 that's below the line by the 2 in the box, and we're going to get 2. And we're going to put it right here. And now we're going to add down. So we're going to do 3 plus 2, which is going to give us 5. And now the 5 is below the line, so we want to multiply it by the 2 in the box. 5 times 2 is 10. And now we're going to add down. Negative 5 plus 10 is positive 5. And now this 5 is below the line, so we're going to multiply it by the 2 in the box. We're going to get 10 again. We put it under the negative 4. We're going to add straight down. Negative 4 plus 10 is going to give us a positive 6. And now we've pretty much finished our synthetic division. We just have to understand what these numbers mean. So these numbers are going to be the coefficients and constants of our remaining polynomial that we got once we divided by x minus 2, and a remainder if we have one. So our original polynomial was x cubed plus 3x squared minus 5x minus 4. So it was a cubic polynomial. The highest degree was a third power. So when we divide it by something like x minus 2, we are going to be left with some x squared polynomial, so some quadratic. So what we want to do when we're doing synthetic division is these numbers down here are going to be our coefficients, and to figure out what degree it is, we're just going to move our degree down by 1. So this 1 is going to be a 1, and our x term is going to be an x squared. So instead of x cubed, we moved our degree down by 1 to get x squared. And now this 5 is going to be a 5x. We're going to move the exponent down 1 from x squared to x to the first, which is just x. And then we're going to have plus 5, so we're not going to have an x term. And then this 6 is going to be our remainder. So I'll write this as a remainder. And the way we're going to write the remainder in our answer is we're going to add the remainder divided by what we divided by. So we divided by x minus 2. So we're going to have 1x squared plus 5x plus 5 plus our remainder of 6 over x minus 2. And we don't need this 1 in front of the x squared, so I'll get rid of it. So this is how we can write our answer. Let's go over example 2, which is 2x cubed minus 3x squared minus 5x minus 12 divided by x minus 3. So let's start by drawing our little box, and now let's figure out what goes in the box. We're going to set what we're dividing by equal to 0 and solve. Add 3 to both sides to get x equals 3. So we're going to put a 3 in this box. And now we have to put the coefficients of 2x cubed minus 3x squared minus 5x minus 12 and the constant. So we have 2x cubed, so we're going to put a 2. We have minus 3x squared, so we put a minus 3. Minus 5x, we're going to put a minus 5. And minus 12, we're going to put a minus 12. And then we're going to draw our line. And we're going to start by bringing down this 2. And now remember, anything below the line is going to get multiplied by the number in our box. So 2 times 3 is 6. We're going to put that under the negative 3 and add straight down. Negative 3 plus 6 is positive 3. And now we're going to multiply that 3 under the line by the 3 in our box. 3 times 3 is 9. We're going to add down. Negative 5 plus 9 is going to give us a positive 4. Multiply this 4 by the 3 in our box to get a 12. And now add down. Negative 12 plus 12 is going to give us a 0. And now we have to figure out how to write our answer. So our original polynomial was a cubic polynomial, so we know that our answer is going to be a quadratic. So we're going to have 2 times x squared plus 3 times x plus 4, and this time our remainder is 0. So we don't have to add anything because adding 0 divided by anything is just adding 0. So we don't get a remainder for this one. And what's important to know is that if your remainder is 0, it means this original thing we divided by, this x minus 3, is a factor. So remember from like middle school, if something is a factor of something else, like 4 is a factor of 16, it goes into 16 evenly without a remainder. So because when we divided this first polynomial by x minus 3 and we didn't get a remainder, that means x minus 3 is a factor of this original polynomial. Let's go through 2 more examples. So in example 3, we have the polynomial 2x to the fourth plus 7x cubed plus 3x plus 1 divided by x plus 4. So I'm going to start by drawing my box, and now let's figure out what goes in the box by setting what we're dividing our first polynomial by equal to 0 and solving. Subtract 4 from both sides to get x equals negative 4. So we're going to put a negative 4 in the box. And now this problem's a little bit different. So if you look at our original polynomial that we're dividing, we have 2x to the fourth, I'm going to rewrite it, plus 7x cubed, but we don't have an x squared term. So if you're missing some term, like it goes from x cubed to x to the first, so we missed an x squared term, we have to put a 0x squared, or else it'll mess up our synthetic division. So we're going to put a 0x squared plus 3x plus 1. And we have to put that 0 when we write the coefficients in our synthetic division. So now what we want to do is write the coefficients. So we have 2, 7, 0, 3, 1. We're going to draw the line underneath, and we're going to start our synthetic division. So we're going to pull down the 2, multiply the 2 by the negative 4 in the box to get negative 8. We're going to add 7 and negative 8 to get negative 1. We're going to multiply negative 1 by the negative 4 in the box to get a positive 4. We're going to add down 0 plus 4 is 4. Multiply 4 by the negative 4 in the box to get negative 16. Add down 3 plus negative 16 is negative 13. Multiply negative 4 by negative 13 to get a positive 52. Add down to get 53. And now we need to write our answer. So we started with a polynomial with a degree 4, so we had 2x to the fourth. So we know that our answer has to be a cubic polynomial, so we're going to start with 2x cubed minus 1x squared plus 4x minus 13, and then our remainder is 53, so we're going to add our remainder over what we divided by, which is x plus 4, and we don't really need this 1 in front of the x squared, so I'll get rid of it. So we get 2x cubed minus x squared plus 4x minus 13 plus 53 over x plus 4. Let's move on to our last example. Now for this last example, I encourage you guys to pause the video and try it on your own, and then you can watch me work through it to make sure you've solved it correctly. So we have negative 3x to the fourth plus 6x squared plus x minus 4 divided by x plus 2. So let's draw our box and figure out what goes in it by taking what we're dividing our first polynomial by, setting it equal to 0, and solving. We're going to subtract 2 from both sides to get x equals negative 2. So we're going to put a negative 2 in our box. And now you may notice that we're missing an x cubed term in our original function. So I'm going to rewrite it as negative 3x to the fourth plus 0x cubed plus 6x squared plus x minus 4. And now we're going to put our coefficients to the right of this negative 2 in the box. So we're going to put negative 3, 0, 6. X is the same as 1x, and we're going to put negative 4. Draw our line and start our synthetic division. So we're going to pull down this negative 3. We're going to multiply the negative 3 by the negative 2 in the box. Negative 3 times negative 2 is positive 6. We're going to add straight down. 0 plus 6 is 6. We're going to multiply the 6 we pulled down by the negative 2 in the box. 6 times negative 2 is negative 12. We're going to add down. 6 plus negative 12 is going to give us a negative 6. We're going to multiply negative 6 by negative 2 to get a positive 12. We're going to add down. 1 plus 12 is 13. We're going to multiply 13 by the negative 2 in the box to get a negative 26. We're going to add down. Negative 4 plus negative 26 is negative 30. And now we need to write our answer. we started with a fourth degree polynomial, so our answer is going to be a third degree. So we're going to have negative 3x cubed plus 6x squared minus 6x plus 13. And then we can add our remainder of negative 30 over what we divided by, which is x plus 2. So hopefully this video helped you guys understand how to use synthetic division to divide two polynomials. If you want some more practice with problems similar to this, check out the link in our description for a free practice worksheet.